Welcome back to another episode of the Coffee Break Podcast. It's been a while. It's good to see you again. My name is Slim. These are my brothers.
Jama.
Mukhtar.
And today, we're back at it with more heat, guys. More heat. And this one, I'm not going to lie, I don't know how to feel about it right off bat. I'm just going to tell you right off bat.
You don't know how to feel?
I don't know how to feel. I'm
Okay.
kind of stuck in between here. So let me read you the story.
Give me context.
I'll give you the context and then we'll settle the debate. Okay?
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll address you laughing at my name afterwards. I've seen that. Continue.
Go.
Am I the asshole for snapping at my cousin when he caught me not fasting? Right off bat.
Depends. Why not?
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
There's a multitude of reasons as to why you don't fast, you know?
Yeah.
So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Like, give me
Snapping
context.
at somebody is the problem.
Yeah.
You do something.
Facts.
Okay. I'm 24 male, Muslim. I believe in God. I just don't take Ramadan as seriously as everyone else expects. I haven't been fasting this year, but I'm also not publicly announcing that. I don't eat in front of my family. I keep it low key. If I'm out during the day, I'll grab food somewhere random. It's not some dramatic rebellion. I just don't feel like doing it this year. And honestly, I don't really care if people would judge me. Most of the time, if someone comments, I just brush it off and tell them to mind their business. But this situation was different. My older cousin called me out of nowhere and asked me if I wanted to go play basketball. I haven't seen him in months. Growing up, he was like an older brother I never had. I only have sisters. So he was the one who taught me how to play ball, how to carry myself, all of that. He used to be involved in street stuff when we were younger. Then something tragic happened in his life and he completely changed. Became super religious, calm, disciplined, the type of guy everyone respects. So when he called, I was actually excited. We were playing ball for like an hour, sweating, talking. It felt good, like old times. After the third game, I went over to my bag to grab my water bottle and started drinking without even thinking about it. And he looks at me, calm as always, and says, "Aren't you fasting? What's going on?" Not aggressive, not loud, just direct. And something in me got instantly defensive. I said, "It's none of your business. Let's just play ball." And he looked at me for a second and said, "I'm just asking." The vibe after that was off. We kept playing, but it wasn't the same. Less talking, less joking. When we left, the goodbye felt awkward. Like there was something sitting there that neither of us had addressed. On the drive home, I started to think about it. With anyone else, I probably wouldn't have cared. I'd tell them to F off and move on with my day. But this is someone I actually very much respect. Someone who's lived through real consequences and has changed his life for the better. He didn't embarrass me. He didn't preach at me. He just asked me a question, and I snapped at him like he was some random guy judging me. Now I'm wondering if I reacted like that because I felt exposed, or because deep down I know he expects better from me. I still believe my faith is personal, but did I go too far with someone who genuinely cares about me? Am I the asshole here?
Oh, man.
Sensitive, right?
This is a sensitive topic.
Yeah.
I do think he went too far. You know, everyone has the right to ask a question, especially somebody who cares about you, you know? So truth be told, the way he responded, it sounded like it hit a place of insecurity for him.
Yeah, he said he got defensive.
Yeah, like
instantly.
it was a sore spot, especially from somebody who he respected, who he considers a brother.
Right.
You know? So, damn, this is also a realistic thing.
Yeah, it's very realistic, yeah.
Because for us, like, if you were to see me not fasting and we went out to go grab, like, do things together, and you go see me grab a coffee, you would ask that question.
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Yo, Wagwan, what happened? Is everything good? Are you sick?" I feel like you would give me the benefit of the doubt first.
Right off bat,
like,
instantly, right?
Is there a health condition?
Yeah.
But if I told you, "No, I'm just not fasting," I really do think you guys would think of me a little differently, or be like,
Is that a natural instinct though, or is that like a? Because like I would feel like if I did do that instantly and I judged you to some degree, I would feel bad about it later. I'd be like, that's none of my business. I shouldn't get in the way. Like in hindsight, I would realize that that's wrong. So I do my best to avoid it. But is that a natural human instinct?
I
Especially
think it is because we all grew up fasting.
Yeah.
Right. So all of our friends were fasting at the same time, and we went to school together fasting.
Yeah.
We went to university together fasting, and then whatever. Fast forward, we're grown adults now, right? So if I randomly came up to you one day while we're out and about during Ramadan and I'm told you I'm not fasting, I think you would be a little alarmed.
I wouldn't, because I experienced in the past of asking too many questions.
Yeah.
And the person dealing with something personal. And I felt bad afterwards asking too many questions. So I learned that everyone has their own personal, like you said from the jump, everyone has their own personal stuff going on. So that I may not know about, I just got to respect it that they know better for themselves.
No, but at the same time, it's kind of like I want my brother to be in a place where this is a holy month, you know, and I'm not saying be the best of Muslims, but I want us to gain as much blessings during this month as possible. So I would be kind of in two ways where I'd be like, I gotta mind my own business and not, this is his decision as a grown man. I'm not him. I'm not his father. I'm not his brother. I'm not his mother. I can't tell him what to do. But on the other hand, I'm like, I want this brother to go to heaven, to go to Jannah, to see the hereafter. And I know during this month, it's a great time to get the blessings in order to do that. So I would be conflicted where I'm like, should I tell him or should I not say anything? You know? And truth be told, I feel like depending on how close I am with this guy, because I'm not someone to be like, yo, this is the path of blah, blah, blah. Like if I see something wrong, I'll address it. But if this is a decision that you made, I would want to talk to that person and be like, hey, is something up? Do you want to talk? Because, you know, this is Ramadan. And I don't want to come off as like, you have to do it, but I want to at least provide a little bit of guidance in a way where it's kind of like, is there anything I can do to help? You know? Because I want my brother to go to Jannah. And I want him to take advantage of this month because it's the month where so much good can happen for you. You know? And but going back to the story, I see why he thought he was, like, why he's insecure about it. Because he probably had people in his family tell him he's wrong. He probably had his friends tell him he's wrong. And the only person who he thought was your brother just came out and said something's wrong with you also. That's probably how he interpreted it, right?
Perceived, yeah.
Well, he said in the story too, he said when most people ask me about it, I just tell them to like brush it off and like leave me alone type of thing, right? So I think you're right. Like to the person who he got into this issue with, being his older cousin, who he respects, is the reason why he's kind of feeling this way. But the question I have is that a boundary? Is that overstepping a boundary?
No.
Why do you say that?
I can see how it's a point of, like, should I talk about this or should I not talk about this? But addressing it is not, I don't think is a huge problem.
Okay.
If I was to be like, if I saw you drinking water and I was like, why are you not fasting? Depending on how I said it, I feel like it can come off as like at a place of love, you know?
So the tone sets the
boundary. If I was to be like, yo, why are you not fasting? Compared to everything good, why aren't you fasting? I think coming at it a specific way, you can actually get a decent answer out of the person.
But I also think how you react afterwards too matters too, right? Because he said in the story, like just specific to the story we read, he said there was less joking, less talking. It became kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Like I feel like to some degree, that's kind of like overstepping a boundary, right? Like
if someone presses on an insecure point for you, your emotions will distract everything else.
What do you mean by that?
If I tripped over this wire that I didn't know existed, I may not want to trip over another wire to set it further in destruction in the moment.
Okay.
So if you're sensitive about something and I brought it up, you may not be in the mood to kiki afterwards. So I'm just going to let you cool down and we'll kiki another day.
But
You're saying it's the brother, it's the person writing's fault?
No, I'm saying mentally, he was upset about something, and because you're upset, let's just finish playing basketball. I don't want, just in case you feel like I'm doubling down or anything like that, or I'm humoring you.
Yeah.
I'd rather just respect your emotions. This is something you're dealing with right now. Let's finish playing basketball. We'll go play basketball another day again, and maybe kiki and laugh and joke again.
Gotcha.
But for today, this is an emotional wire that we tripped over. Let's let it cool off first.
Okay. That's an interesting approach to take, because how I viewed it was that the person, the older cousin in the story, their judgments and feelings got taken over by them. And then they started to be less talkative, less joking. And then there was an awkward goodbye that was mentioned. I was thinking that was initiated by the older cousin in this.
I didn't hear that reflected.
That's how I
I understand. That's one way it could have been perceived. At the same time, this is one person's point of view of it. If, let's say, he respects his older cousin, I have older brothers and older people in my family, I hold their opinion in high esteem. And if they catch me doing something that I did not want them to do, just like he did, I care about their opinion so much, I may get sensitive in that moment about the perceived what I think they think about me and what I think they think about the moment. So if they catch me doing something, I'm not joking afterwards or in the mood to have tomfoolery or whatever that may be.
So you're saying in your like the way you perceived it is like the person made things a little bit awkward just to save face a little bit.
I'm thinking they let it cool down. I'm thinking they let the moment
Which is what I'm
pass.
trying to say. Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's about them thinking, oh, it's like I'm trying to be awkward right now.
No, I don't think it's purposefully
Yeah.
being awkward. But it's more like they became in their own mind about it, and that's what led to the awkwardness.
The writer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
The
Okay.
writer did. Yep.
Okay, that's an interesting approach to it. I was thinking the other way. I was thinking more so it was like the room kind of got affected because of him sipping the water.
It could have been affected, but it could have been at the same time. Everyone else is still talking,
Right.
and he's looking at the room thinking, oh, they're talking about me.
Mm.
And, oh, they're less joking, where everyone else could be joking around.
Yes, true. That could be.
The
It
mental
could just
plays
be
tricky games with you.
Question for you guys. Let's say, God forbid, Ramadan came around and I did not want to fast. And one day we went out together and you saw me eating something or drinking something. How would you react?
You told me you did not want to fast? Or I just,
No, like you don't have no context, but we're out. I'm just telling you, I'm not fasting during Ramadan, and we go out together and you see me buy something. What's your reaction?
I mean, I would be curious, and I would want to ask you, but you're right. I think my tone would not be in a aggressive or any. I would just calmly ask, like, "Are you not fasting today?"
What if I told you no? It's not for me.
That's fine.
You guys would impress me.
No, absolutely not. To be honest with you, I'd be like, you know what? That's your decision. That's your journey with Ilahi and the religion itself. So you'll find your peace where you find it. You know, if you do require assistance from me, though, I'll happily be willing to give it to you. But I'm not gonna push it on you. I feel like that's what causes friction. You know,
Fair.
when people's
I feel
two
you.
personal journeys are off.
Yeah.
So that's how I'd approach it.
Yeah, we're pushing 30 right now.
Why you gotta say that, bro?
We're pushing.
Why you gotta say that, dog?
You may look like you're
Bro, I'm
you're closer to
22,
the
dog.
20s.
Come on, man. 22
I
savage,
look
bro.
like I'm pushing mid-30s.
Come on, man.
You look like you're your age.
You
so,
drop-
like,
You drop my age like that? Like,
nah,
come
It's all
on,
good. It's all
man.
good. bro.
I'm just telling people I'm younger than I look. Okay?
Got you.
Come on now.
Let's end
So
this.
just to wrap up the story, then I guess I would personally say that the person is not the asshole because I think it's up to them. I think how they reacted is kind of not so great, but they already have that defensiveness to them already.
Yeah.
But I think the way I perceived the story was that the older cousin approached the relationship with this younger cousin in a more negative way because he was judging him to some degree, and I don't think that was right. So I wouldn't say that this person's the asshole in the story.
I echo your sentiment.
Okay.
It's very much where I think the person writing the story just felt insecure, and seeing somebody who they respect talk down to them in their mind, it just felt some type of way, you know. So he's not the asshole, but I do think this is a way for him to make a better connection with his religion.
Yeah.
Being called out by somebody he loves.
I don't think he's the asshole either because we can't put logic on mental turmoil. We just got to give people the space and maturity for them to come regroup with what they did, how they reacted, and go talk to their cousin afterwards.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments. This is a sensitive topic, and I'm sure this is happening somewhere around the world. It is Ramadan.
For sure.
So let us know. Do you guys have a situation like this that you've been in? Tell us in the comments. We'll react. He'll react. I'll react. All right, it's the Coffee Break Podcast. We'll see you next time.